Hello friends, welcome to this video. This is Rohit. Friends, in today's video we are going to talk about how to close AWT frame with close button. So let's start. Friends, we have divided this video within 3 parts. In first part we will try to understand what is frame and how frame is getting created in AWT. Then we will try to understand why by default close button is not working within AWT frame as well as within swing frame, okay, that is J frame, and how to add code for closing AWT frame. Okay, so let's start first of all by understanding what is frame and how frame is getting created within AWT. So first of all, frame is a class of AWT package. So frame is actually subclass of window class and has resizing canvas. So it is a container that is used for placing variety of AWT components like button, text field, label, text area, and so on. So in order to create any GUI, you need to place the AWT component within container, and here container is a frame. So in Java, most of the applications are created with help of frame window. Constructor of component class, let's say button class, is actually responsible for creating GUI within a class. So whenever we want to create any component, first of all we need to create its object. So once that object is getting created, automatically constructor of that class by default getting executed. So if I want to create button, then I will create the object of button class. So as soon as that object will get created, automatically the constructor of button class will get execute and button will get displayed or button will get drawn. So actually whenever constructor is getting called, it actually invoke the specific file from local operating system. So this particular file will be responsible for creating GUI, or this file is responsible for drawing the GUI. So no matter what language you are using to draw GUI, all languages will call same file. That's why GUI created with different language look alike, look same. Okay, that is what the reason, because every language is invoking same file that is responsible for creating GUI. So in case of Java programming language, whenever we want to create any GUI component, we need to create object of that specific component class. So for every component class, we need to create object. Then and then only we will be able to create it. So for example, I want to create a button, then I need to create the object of button class. If I want to create label, then I need to create the object of label class. So for example, B1 will be object of button class, L1 will be object of label class. In same way, there are variety of components available. So whichever component I want to use, I must have to create the object of that component first of all. Then and then only we will be able to use it. Okay, and what concept I am telling here, that as soon as this object will get created, the constructor of button class will get called, and that constructor will invoke the specific operating system file which will be responsible for creating button on our screen. So same concept is applicable for every AWT component. So here what actually happening, JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, executes the constructor code, and that constructor contains what? The statements which will be responsible for invoking the local operating system file which will create our button, which will create our label, which will create our variety of AWT component. So here we need to understand one more thing, that JVM executes only byte code. And how we obtain bytecode? By compiling our .java file. So whenever we compile .java file, we got .class file, and that .class file contains what? Bytecode. So this bytecode is actually executed by JVM, and JVM is actually using the concept of peer classes here for executing special operating system files which are responsible for creating our GUI. So what are these peer classes actually? So these are written by Java API developers, and what is purpose of this? So these classes are used to interface with native objects. So whatever code we write with that, so all that code is platform dependent. So AWT frame is also written with native code, that is C, C++ language, and it is not giving the functionality to close by default on clicking on the close button. So why AWT frame is not getting closed whenever we click on close button? So this is the reason actually we have. So assume that we have certain Java application created with frame class and some task you are trying to perform within that application, and suddenly by mistake you try to click on close button. So what will happen? The Java application will get closed immediately, and whatever task you were performing, whatever data were there, so all that data will get lost. Okay, so if you have any code that you have written which should get execute whenever user will click on close button, then according to that data will get saved, otherwise your data will get lost. That's why they have not added code to close button. That's why close button is not working by default. We need to program it explicitly. Okay, this is what the reason actually. Now let's try to understand what steps we need to follow in order to close the AWT frame with close button. Okay, so first of all we need to import the java.awt.event package. Now this package consists all classes that are useful for handling the events. So here we need to handle the event regarding window. Okay, so all that classes will be available here. So import this package first of all, and then you try to proceed further. Now first step we will try to do, we will try to add the window listener to our frame. And which method we have to use for adding window listener? So there is a method called add window listener. So this method first of all we will try to add to our frame. Now after adding this method to our frame, next thing we need to do, we have to use the abstract class called window adapter. So this window adapter class is used to implement one or two methods of window listener interface. So there is a window listener interface available to implement a variety of events related to window. So all methods are available within window listener interface. So we don't want to implement all methods, that's why we will try to take here help of window adapter class. So due to this we will be able to implement only one or two methods whatever we want from window listener interface. So friends, if you don't use this window adapter class, then you need to write all methods that are available within this window listener interface. Okay, so this method basically requires the object of window event class. So these are certain methods that are available within the window listener interface. So window activated, window close, window closing, deactivated, deiconified, iconified, open, all these are variety of methods that are part of this window listener interface. So right now we are interested within this method, public abstract void window closing. So this method we will try to implement because we want to execute code whenever we are about to close our AWT window. Okay, means whenever user will hit the close button and window is about to close, we will try to execute this particular method. Okay, now we will try to implement this method, and within this method what code we will write, what statement we will write. we will write system.exit and we will provide 0 as an parameter over here. So this 0 means what? Program is getting terminated normally. Okay, it will return 0. So this is how we will try to implement the window close event within the AWT frame. Now I will try to demonstrate you how we will try to close window within AWT. So first of all, I will create one new file over here and we will save this file within the bin directory. So my file name is demoframe.java. So I will import first of all AWT package, so java.awt. Then I will import event package. Now we will try to create class demo frame extends frame class. Now within this I will create first of all main method here, and within this I will create the object of our demo frame class. So here I will write demo frame, new demo frame. So object we have created. Now I will try to create the constructor of this class. Okay, so here I will create demo frame. This is what the constructor. Now within this constructor what I will do, so here I will write control frame. Now I will set certain common properties of our frame. So let's say first of all set visible. By default frame is not visible, so we need to make it visible. So with this method frame will get visible. Then after that I will set its size with set size method. So let's say width will be 500, height will be 500. After this I will set the title of our frame with help of set title method. So let's say demo frame is our frame title, and I will set layout to null because I don't want to use any layout manager over here. So I will pass null value over here. And this will be title of frame. Okay, and now if I try to run this code, let's see what will happen. So I will start the command prompt. I will copy the path first of all, and we will switch to this path. Let's say cd, and then here I will write javac demo frame.java. Now you can see code got successfully compiled. So I will write java demo frame, and now you can see we got this frame over here. Okay, now what the thing is with this frame can be minimized, this frame can be maximized, but close button is not working by default. You can see I am clicking on this close button, but it is not working. So now we need to add certain code over here to close this particular frame using this close button. Okay, so right now I will try to use task manager, and with help of this task manager I will try to close this frame. So right click on it and click on end task. Now you can see frame got closed over here. Now we will try to add code, okay, which will use for closing the frame. So So here we will try to use method called add window listener. First step, add window listener method. So I will just use it over here. Okay, and this method requires the use of abstract class called window adapter. So its object we will try to create here new window adapter. Okay, and within this now we will try to implement a method called public void window closing, and this method requires the object of window event class. So I will write here window event WE, that is object, and within this now we know what statement we have to write. So we have to write system.exit. Okay, so here I will write system.exit. Okay, so this code will close our AWT frame. Okay, so I will save this code now and I will compile it again. Code got compiled. Now let's try to execute it. And now let's try to click on this close button. You can see frame got closed. Okay, this is how we will try to add code which will close our AWT frame by clicking on close button. So here add window listener method we need to add. First of all, it requires the object of window adapter class. Why we are using window adapter class over here? Because whatever list of methods available within the window listener interface, we don't want to implement all that methods. That's why this is a provision. So this abstract class allows us to implement one or two methods whichever we want. So here we are trying to implement window closing method, and we are just passing system.exit 0. So this will close our frame whenever we will hit on close button. So friends, this is how we will try to close the AWT frame with close button. Friends, if you find this video useful, please like and share this video. I will see you in next video. Thank you for watching.